Hey guys, and welcome back to Naruto Shippuden episode 16. So, in the last episode, we saw Itachi and Kisame both taken out. But it wasn't actually Itachi and Kisame, it was proxies. It was other people who were somehow being used as Itachi and Kisame, whilst also having their attributes. Specifically, Neji saw the Kisame when Kisame was there, and said that the guy had an incredible amount of chakra. So it couldn't have been just the regular guy, because the Pajama Pals actually asked Kisame to do that because he had an incredible amount of chakra. So yeah, it's interesting. I'll be very interested to see how the how this proxy thing actually works. To like, is it actually them, or is it like a toned down version of them? So is Kisame actually like super, like 10 times more powerful than he was when he was fighting Guy there, or is there something more to it? But I suppose there's only one way to find out. That's by watching the next episode. But before we do remember to hit the like button if you haven't done so already. It means that you won't forget if you like this video, because people never like videos. I don't know why. People are so quick to dislike a video, even like for the most minuscule of reasons. But people are very slow to like a video, I've noticed. Please like it. Thank you. But without further ado, let's go back straight into Naruto Shippuden episode 16.
Poor fool. He went missing after Gaara was abducted while the village was still in disarray.
Poor fool. He betrayed you.
He was a spy for the Akatsuki?
No, he served on the council for 4 years.
As a spy for the Akatsuki.
Was he using a transformation jutsu? No, Lee. This jutsu is on a whole other level.
It's a proxy jutsu.
The Fireball Jutsu. It was created by the Uchiha clan. It's their specialty.
But you said there was something different about that specific fireball.
Attack was the real thing.
Yeah, the attack was the real thing, but you said there was something different about it.
Looks like you're done too, huh?
Yes, I was out of chakra.
Well, we did only give the sacrifices 30% of our chakra, right?
There you go, I was right.
But with that little chakra, it's no big surprise our stand-ins were taken out. The jutsu they can use are directly proportionate to how much you give them.
Well, thank you for explaining that to Itachi, who really didn't need to know that.
Buy us a little time.
Oh no, Gaara. Yeah, he doesn't have long. Like, how long did that take? Surely that couldn't have took any more than an hour? Maybe? So yeah, it is only Deidara and Sasori that are the real people there.
We were able to delay them. That should be enough. Well done, Itachi, Kisame.
Aren't you forgetting someone? Need I remind you where the bodies for your jutsu came from? They were both my subordinates.
Alright, congratulations, Sasori.
It's only because of my impersonation jutsu. They could join the ranks of the Akatsuki, short-lived as it was.
Is that why they chose Kisame then? Because a third of his chakra, with him having the most chakra, meant it was quite a powerful impersonator. I also prefer the proxy jutsu than the impersonator jutsu.
This means the real ones still hold up somewhere, doesn't it?
I think it's safe to assume at this point that his goal was to gather information and stall us here for a while.
If that is the case, we have not a moment to lose.
All right then, let's hurry.
Yeah, so stop farting about.
Just as I thought. They were clearly trying to stall for time.
That's an impressive jutsu they've got.
It is a really impressive jutsu. And I'm assuming that is why you couldn't use the Mangekyo Sharingan.
I never realized you were fighting against people as strong as this.
For them to use a jutsu like this to stall us can mean only one thing. It's worse than I thought. The extraction of the tailed beast has already begun.
Ah, so she knows what they're doing.
We need to get to Gaara right away.
Yeah, you do.
What do you mean by extraction?
They're after the Shukaku. If they can draw out the one tail, they can create a new Jinchuriki.
So they're trying to make a Jinchuriki, okay. So they're trying to stick the Shukaku into someone else.
The Jinchuriki is the name given to those who control that power.
But earlier you said...
Yeah, that no one can control them.
Not for lack of trying. There were, of course, those who tried to harness that great power for their own purposes. Attempting to control the beasts by sealing them away inside of people.
Which is literally what happened with the Shukaku and the Nine-Tailed.
And then bend that might to their will.
But you're saying that like the leaf was trying to harness the power of the Nine-Tailed Fox by putting it in Naruto, but that wasn't the point.
Jinchuriki wield unimaginable power thanks to their resonance with the beast they carry. And if you count Gaara, then all told there have been 3 Jinchuriki in the history of the Sand Village thus far.
Oh really? Whom? Oh, that's a little clockwork birdie.
It's up to you.
Not very fast, is it?
There were several wars fought using the Jinchuriki, weren't there?
That's correct.
Of course there were. She says that already.
How are the tailed beasts extracted?
A couple of things are needed. A sealing jutsu strong enough to counterbalance the tailed beast's power, and a lot of time.
A vacuum cleaner, some rope, and a shovel.
Once the tailed beast is extracted, they die.
Why are you trying to be all, like, serious about this? We knew this. This was kind of obvious. Now, can you hurry up and stop chatting and go and save Gaara? Like, what are you doing?
The Jinchuriki who came before Gaara, we extracted the Shukaku from them as well.
Wait, you guys done it?
Died as a result.
Yeah, I understand why Sakura's just like, you what? You what, mate?
Hey, don't worry. I promise I'm gonna save Gaara.
She's not crying over Gaara, she's crying over you, you douche.
I'm concerned!
You better hurry.
Although I think Naruto knows that. But yes, you better hurry. Yeah, what are you doing? Your sister's away rampaging across the countryside.
It's from Sis.
Okay, maybe the little bird was actually quite quick. She's Konkuro's henchman.
You're still recovering.
I'm fine, okay? Well enough to be walking around at least. Forget about me, though. We've finally gotten word from Lady Chiyo. I can't just sit here.
I see then. You've heard about that already, have you?
How did he hear about it? He was lying in bed.
Yora was a spy? Incredible. 4 years he sat on the council. How can it be?
Yes, I know.
Because people like to play the long game?
I don't understand how this even happened. We checked out everyone when Gaara became Kazekage.
We don't know the truth yet. It's possible this fellow was under the control of some form of jutsu.
Also, how did you check them?
She says nothing of when Gaara will return!
Because we've not rescued him yet, you moron.
Has been kidnapped by a lone pair of outlaws, no less.
Do you know who the Pajama Pals are?
If it were known that Kazekage is missing, there's no telling how emboldened the neighboring lands would become. Our most pressing need is to elect a new Kazekage and bring much-needed stability to the village.
Who are you going to elect that's more powerful than Gaara? Or at least of equal footing?
There are those of the opinion that the village might be better off if he never came back at all.
Are you thick?
Gaara is an unstable monster carrying the one tail inside of him.
You're an idiot.
Thought he would be easier to govern if we made him the Kazekage. There's no telling when he'll go out of control. He's a danger to us all.
You are an idiot.
He's a botched experiment at best. Even his own father knew that. The 4th Kazekage ordered his assassination for a reason.
His dad was an arsehole.
Most of the village looks on him in fear. No one really believes in him.
Oh, go on. Just smack him one.
I am not gonna listen to this!
Let go of him, Konkuro! You stand before the statues of the Kazekage. This is a sacred place.
Stand before the statues of the Kazekage while he insults the Kazekage.
We have faced a similar situation before. The 3rd Kazekage was also kidnapped. There was much speculation on his whereabouts. The instability led to war. Countries were devastated. If we had focused on stability at home rather than our search, we would not have come to such disaster.
So what happened to the 3rd?
The 3rd was like no other. He was far stronger than either of his predecessors, and quite astonishingly, his body was never found.
Okay.
No one could even believe it, that somebody as powerful as the Third could be killed so easily.
Or captured so easily. So who's to say that he's not now a member of the Akatsuki?
By assigning you and Tamari to the additional border patrols here at home, we prevent the younger folk of the village from getting caught up in some delusional attempt to save Gaara.
What do you mean a delusional attempt?
An area that's been infiltrated several times in the past. Naturally, we wanted a Jonin rank or higher for such a mission.
If it wasn't for Konkuro, you'd have literally no chance of getting Gaara back.
He's my little brother.
Stupid boomers. I'm very interested in what happened to the Third, though, because that doesn't sound like he was kidnapped or killed. So I'm assuming whatever this spider thing is the Jinchuriki that they're trying to make.
Itachi, what of our enemy's number and abilities?
It's a 4-man squad from the Leaf, comprised of Kakashi Hatake, Sakura Haruno, the Nine-Tails Jinchuriki Naruto Uzumaki, and Chiyo, an Elder of the Sand.
Did he say Takura instead of Sakura?
Sakura Haruno, Sakura.
Sasori heard that his granny's gonna be there and now he's keeking it.
He gotten a handle on that giant Rasengan.
He could have called it by a better name. Giant Rasengan's lame.
Opening up the Gate of Joy really took its toll on him.
No doubt, man.
Are you kidding? My battery never runs down, Lee.
Oh my god. Maybe you should watch where you're going.
What do you expect? He just used the Asukujaku, didn't he? We need to let him rest for a while.
Gaara doesn't have a while, but I do find it interesting that that guy sensei had to use 6 of the 8 gates just for someone who was at 30% of Fishface's power.
Am I missing something? What did they want us to guard this place for?
I don't know, but orders are orders. We'll keep watch in 24-hour shifts, starting now.
Yes, ma'am.
In 24-hour shifts?
We're taking a short break.
That's a very wise decision.
What do you mean? Come on, you were the one who was saying we couldn't waste any more time. If we just lay around here doing nothing, Gaara's gonna be—
Naruto.
You need to be strong enough for fighting them.
If we take the time to rest up now, we'll ultimately reach our destination faster. Keep in mind, tomorrow we may end up facing the guys who kidnapped Gaara. We'll need our full strength.
Less speed, more haste. Work smart, not hard. And all sorts of other empty platitudes. It's hilarious that they just like left the bodies out to rot. Venus Flyman. Are you gonna go and eat the bodies?
So this one was Kisame's. Definitely worth disposing of.
Well, let's get to it then, shall we?
Right.
Oh, you're another one of these two people. Okay, so that episode ends with some bodies being eaten. It looks like we're sort of geared up for the next episode to be the one that they confront the Akatsuki at Gaara's dying body. So that'll be interesting and horrible, and fingers crossed they actually make it in time before Gaara actually dies, because that's not something that I want to see. I like Gaara, he's one of my favourite characters. So yeah, fingers crossed that nothing happens. There's only one way to find out, really, and that's by watching the next episode. Unfortunately, we've run out of time on this one, so as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Stu, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.